Moamar Gaddafi came to power in a bloodless coup in 1969 and went on to become one of the world's most ruthless dictators. The ABC's Middle East correspondent Anne Barker takes a look back at the erratic and eccentric leader who was defiant to the end.
Young, handsome and ambitious, Moamar Gaddafi was 27 when he toppled King Idris in a coup. He claimed that he was just a figurehead and the people were in charge. Gaddafi established so-called democratic committees, but he had total control, lining his pockets and that of his family through Libya's oil wealth. He published the Green Book about how people should govern themselves, but the rhetoric bore no resemblance to reality. He was intent on being leader of the Arab world, and those who disobeyed were silenced.
This mad dog of the Middle East has a goal of a world revolution, Muslim fundamentalist revolution, which is targeted on many of his own Arab compatriots.
Libya's self-styled revolutionary leader funded the IRA and Colombia's FARC guerrillas. He also sponsored the Palestine Liberation Organisation. In 1984, during a siege at the Libyan embassy in London, a female police officer was shot dead. 2 years later, a Libyan-sponsored attack on a Berlin disco killed 3 people, including 2 US servicemen, and left 250 injured. The US hit back, launching a series of airstrikes in Libya that killed hundreds of people. One of the targets was Gaddafi's residence in Tripoli. In 1988, Pan Am Flight 103 was blown up over the town of Lockerbie in Scotland, killing 270 people. Libya was blamed, but it took years of UN sanctions and international isolation before Gaddafi handed over the suspects.
Are you guilty of what you're charged with?
After September 11, he denounced al-Qaeda and vowed to abandon his own weapons of mass destruction program, and he was brought back in from the cold.
If a country is prepared to say, we want to put the past behind us, we want to give up chemical and nuclear weapons capability, we want to cease our ties with terrorist groups, then we should be willing to open up to that.
Embraced by the West, Gaddafi remained estranged from the Arab world. He turned to Africa, even proposing a United States of Africa. But it was more rambling rhetoric and never taken seriously. When the anti-Gaddafi uprisings began, he blamed everyone from the US to al-Qaeda, but it was his own people who brought him down. As town after town fell, he threatened more violence to quash protesters.
I cannot leave the honourable soil of my country. I will die a martyr at the end.
No martyr to the Libyan people, who suffered more than 4 decades of his tyrannical rule. Anne Barker, ABC News.